Well, how have you been in the meantime?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I have like the next couple of days, like the busiest days I've had in such a long time.
Ooh.
And I don't know if any other like creators are going through this where they kind of look at their schedule and they go,
oh, yeah, it's always like that though, November, December.
Yeah, I forget how much stuff I've got to do until someone asks me, "Oh, you free this day?" And I look and I go, "No,
No.
no."
Well,
not
is
for the
it
next,
fun
like,
stuff? Is it boring things like brand deals?
It's good stuff. No, it's good stuff. It's like it's weird because like okay, the thing with me. I have ADHD, right? So the thing with me is I will have something at 7 p.m., right? Which means I will wake up and I will not do anything until 7 p.m. because I physically can't compute. And it's a thing, like obviously today having this podcast, right? I woke up at 1 p.m. today, don't ask. I woke up at 1 p.m. and I physically was like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything until I'm on this. Like my brain will not let me do anything.
I'm like that. I thought you meant like you won't get ready until it's 7.
No. I just won't be able, I won't be able to, like, for example, if someone was like, oh, do you want to hang today? And I was
like, no, I can't. Yeah, I have something in 8 hours from now.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, I have something to do today. They're like, oh my God, when? And I'm like, in like 9 hours. But you know, you get me? Like, it sounds so silly, but it's I don't know.
To be fair though, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 4 months.
I saw that I didn't. I saw that I had the re-sub thing. I was like, yeah, go on.
It's fine. It happens to the best of us, and you have to awkwardly be like,
yeah, you're like, oh my God, yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't even know. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Nuts. Although Twitch has been bugging out today, and my subs have had ads, so
I've had that the last couple of days.
Oh.
It's been ludicrous because what will happen is there'll be non-subs that aren't getting ads, but then my subs will be getting the ads, and I'm there like, what's going on here?
It's
what's the vibe?
The holiday festivities.
Oh God. Oh yes.
Speaking of
Twitch.
any Christmas plans if you celebrate?
Which
I think you do by the giant Christmas tree in the background.
No, like I'm just like no, I just really like trees.
So you might.
I'm a big fan of big trees with lights on them. It's just my new trend.
Comfy cozy.
It is comfy cozy. My Christmas plans. Well, I'm trying to think of what my goddamn Christmas plans are actually. Well, okay, so my birthday is exactly 2 weeks before Christmas.
Wait. I saw the tweet and I was like, maybe I gotta take a trip down to Brighton, you know?
Do it. I'll explain more after stream why, but do it. But yeah, so basically what happens is kind of like, it's weird, right? Because I love Christmas and I hate my birthday. Oh. So I am in this, I'm in this constant limbo of like, yay, no.
Wait, why do you hate your birthday?
The last 5 years of my birthday, something's gone terribly wrong on my birthday.
Oh, that explains
Yes, that explains why now the tweet makes more sense now.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, so like every time it comes to my birthday, I can't do anything on my actual birthday anymore. Because every time something,
no.
I know, yeah, it's because I know something will go wrong.
You have to defy the cycle, Aimsey.
No, you do not understand. You do not understand, right? Every single year, like I thought last year was gonna be different, but it was not. It was terrible, and it just something happens every time, and I'm just like, right, I will be a hermit on my birthday, and then I'll do something the next day. It's what I'm gonna have to do. But the Christmas plans, I think I'm going back home.
Ooh.
I'm going back home to lovely Wales to go visit my mam. Yeah,
I'm going to Wales soon.
Why?
I'm picking up my puppy in some Wales.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cute.
I know a girl, Bambino Becky.
I love
from
Becky.
Wales.
Yeah, Becky's very Welsh.
She has a strong accent.
Yes.
I don't have that.
Yeah. Okay. And do you know why?
Why?
Okay, so basically, what is really funny is if I right now called my mum and then I hung up the phone and I started speaking, I would sound really Welshy.
Oh, yep.
I have the type of accent because I mimic whoever I'm talking to.
Oh, so are you going to break out like a New York accent in a second?
No, yeah, well, by the end of the stream, I'll probably be speaking more like you than I am right now.
Oh.
And that's one of the, because obviously my roommate is Irish, right? Gucky. And the thing what's really funny is like, I have tinges of like the accent that's theirs. And they'll look at me and they go, you're speaking like me, and I'm like, no, never say that again. And people do, and like Ran does it as well, where I'll be streaming and I will say stuff in an American accent by accident, and it's purely because I'll just mimic people, and it's so annoying.
That's interesting. Like when I go back home, my New York accent gets stronger, but that's about it. I feel like content creation kind of just like overall waters down our accent anyways.
Yeah, agreed. We become very it's like performer. Showcase. And that's the thing when but I mean you've met me in real life. Do you think I'm the exact same in real life that I am?
Yes. I said this to someone yesterday at a meeting specifically with you as the example. Literally yesterday.
People always say that to me because I remember someone was streaming, right, and they were talking about meeting me, but they didn't know that I was in the chat. And they were literally like, there has never been a content creator that I've seen that acts the same way online that they do in person.
That's good, though. That doesn't mean that, like, you're playing a character.
Yeah, it was, a lot of my fans said it to me as well. They were like, I was expecting to, like, be like, oh, wow, Aimsey! But, like, no, it was, like, fully just, I was the exact same that I was online.
What was your impression
so funny.
Of me, then, when you met me the first time?
So I met you the first time in an airport, remember?
Yes,
with G.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was, I think, honestly, we were both just complaining about, the airport, I'm pretty sure. And then we were talking about, like, we were just chilling. I think we were both so tired.
Like, wow, she is a bitch.
No, God, no. I was like, this is good energy. I was like, this is nice energy. We're just both chilling, talking about things, you know, because we were both going the same route, but you were going to my first. And I was just like, this is nice. I think we got on very well for like the first time getting on, talking. But and I feel like, I don't know, it's very hard to, I think the thing with me that people say is like, get on with everyone, which is nice.
I think because you have very like high bubbly energy, so you just make everyone else comfortable around you, so if they're nervous then you kind of bring them out of their shell.
Yeah,
or fair, otherwise you're matching.
It's matching their energy, and it's like that's what people were saying to me in TwitchCon in San Diego. Like a lot, like that was the common consensus. People would come up to me and say they would be like, I like being around you because you talk for me, and I'm like, yeah, I do. I have a lot to say. It's great.
So,
I don't know.
with that, you don't have to name names unless you want to name names, but you don't have to name names. Has there been a content creator that you've met and you're like, ooh, yikes, like from them what you thought they were online? That's a yes. I can see your face. You're like,
I'm trying to think. Okay, is there any content creator that I've met that's different to who they are online? Honestly, Ran. Yeah, Ran. Like Rambo. So when I first met them, because obviously this is back when I didn't know Ran. I didn't know Ran when I first met them. Like I didn't watch their content. I knew who they were, but I didn't know like anything about him or like content wise and stuff like that. So then when it came to meeting them, like obviously I saw like a clip of their stream where they're like shouting and screaming, and then I met them in real life and they were like,
oh yes,
really quiet, and I was very like, oh, and that's since then it's been a very common thing for me where I've noticed like with a lot of creators, they hide away in a way, like they shy away, which is very interesting.
When I first met Rambo, lovely, but I think we're very similar in the fact that we're like a little bit like kind of you hold off on pressing someone if you get like nervous. I just assumed that Rambo didn't like me. And then I was like, what if Rambo thinks I don't like them? Like, so
that's the thing, right? Okay, the amount of people that have came to me and being like, did Ran like me? I'm like, yes, Ran's just like that. I'm like, they are quiet, and and that's the thing. That's the reason why, like, when Ran literally says to me, they like going everywhere with me because I'm the talkative one. I'm the one that kind of speaks and introduces them in a way. I'm like everyone's I'm everyone's token extrovert. That's basically what I am. It's great.
Since then, I've met Ran bunches of times, and it's been lovely.
You realize that it's more like less about you, rather more just about
well, because I'm inherently like an introvert. Like when I go to TwitchCon, that's why I appreciate you so much. Because, like, you've seen me in, like, even the purple room. I'll just then sit there and just not say anything.
This is what you do. And then
because also my issue is that I feel like if I go up to people, they immediately think I have some like malicious intent. Like maybe they think I'm using them or like I'm trying to clout chase them or something. Yeah. So I'm like,
it was actually just me coming in and being like, hello, and you'd be like, hi, and I'd be like, I'm so tired. That was literally how it was most of the time.
I remember that one morning that we all had the panel. That was
good times. Oh, that was so watching everyone come in one by one, and I think I was the only one that was like more so awake.
Well, it's because you were the only one that wasn't hungover. That's why.
That is also true. Yes, I could not drink, which was America.
Meanwhile, everyone else was like, yeah, it was out until 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was like crazy then. It was crazy. What are you guys talking about? And I was just there like, hello everyone, I got 7 hours of sleep. Let's fucking do this.
To be fair, we thought there was a point where like half the panel's not going to show.
Oh yeah, no.
It's gonna be me and Aimsey.
It was gonna be me and you, and we were literally in talks of like, can Bran just be on it if nobody else comes up?
Ran could be one of the girls.
Yeah, Ran could be one of the girls.
One of the women of the Dream SMP.
Yeah, honestly, so funny. But yeah, I don't know. I think since like, okay, I've been asking a lot of creators that went to TwitchCon about this, right? But since I got back from TwitchCon, I have not been able to get back into routine. I don't know if I know a lot of creators have been on the same page as this, and I want to know your thoughts on that.
For me, yes, but I've also been traveling. I know you've been traveling.
Yeah,
but I also think right now content's at a very boring point.
Yes.
Like there's nothing to play. We're waiting for Dream SMP season 2 whenever that happens.
I mean, I'm not because I left, but yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I've got too much going on. Do you not know that?
No!
Now you do?
I've never gotten to even interact with your goddamn character! Aimsey! What the fuck? Oh my god!
Listen. Okay,
I saw you be like, I won't be able to like be around for the lore because I'll be busy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't know that. Yes, I did leave, but I'm also like basically the reason I'm in the works of making a little thing, with Gaki, and it's gonna be very good.
Not on that to interact with you.
I bring you on. I bring you on purely
DDoS
just
your
to
server just to get onto it.
You just show up at my house. You're like, Amy!
Just whitelist myself.
I'm literally just playing and you just log on. I'm like, who the fuck did this? What the hell's going on here?
No, I didn't know you left. I thought you were just gonna like pull like what Skeppy did and just not log on ever again. But like,
no, I've left. But it's okay. I will talk to you more about it after thing. But yeah, it's. I mean, I think just getting into.
I have nothing to live for now. That's just all downhill.
you turn all your profile pictures black. You're
just like, no replies, at least I had season 2 with Aimsey. Now I'm just like, hey.
At least I had season 2 with Aimsey. Now it's just season 2.
Now it's just season 2, and it's not even here yet. Well, anyways,
Oh my god.
It's fine. I'm only
you eat food.
Slightly traumatized. It's fine.
Right. But
okay. Well, I mean, I know obviously. I mean, I knew who you were before the Dream SMP.
You did, yes, that is true.
But tell me the story, a little bit of Aimsey. Obviously, you're more than just being, a previous Dream SMP member.
Okay, so the story of Aimsey is very much just like, I'm trying to think, what is... Your Lucas Igbal just spoke.
It also screams.
It's matching your heart right now. No, but also the story of me is very much just kind of like, I don't know, the best way that people describe me is very much just like one of the most like, I don't know, how I have no self-awareness to myself, but I kind of started streaming because I used to watch Minecraft videos. I think we all did the same route. Yeah. We kind of like watched Minecraft videos, Yogg's Cast, Syndicate, like Captain, like all in the day. Which then led to like wanting to start it, and then I literally started streaming with Toontown, which is this little Disney game.
A couple like of people like in the group have.
Yeah,
I think Quackity was a Toontown streamer.
Yes. What's funny is, but people don't know, is me and Quackity we knew each other. Like it wasn't a way we were in the same community. We had the same
competitive content wars. Yeah,
but it's like we were in the same. We were there like at the same time, and like a lot of like Quackity, people that Quackity know from then, and people that I knew also. Like I was mods for them, some of them, and stuff like that. It's wild. But yeah. So
what did you do on Toontown? Was it like roleplay?
Okay.
Was it...
No.
Okay, I don't know, because like the Dream SMP is kind of roleplay.
Yeah. Basically, what Toontown is like it's a open world type game where you kind of do tasks. It's very I don't know the best thing to compare it to. You just No, surely not. No,
no, go on. I was wanted to die so I could listen better.
Oh, you listen better. Oh, that makes sense.
I want to get the spectator perspective. Go on, Aimsey. What is Toontown?
Oh, I'm getting killed. Basically, what Toontown is basically it was like it's this game where you are like a little character, a little guy, a little Hold on, I am about to die.
I played back in the day.
You played Toontown?
Yeah, I was a duck.
Then you know, I was a duck too.
I think it was Reggie something flap. I don't know.
I died. I was called. My name is iconic. Please don't laugh. I was Mr. Teddy Bean Nugget.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yes, the guy. And then it was a whole thing. I was a little guy.
What was your YouTube videos? Was it you playing? Was it like
it wasn't
you
even YouTube.
doing...
It was like so it was like back in 2018. No, 2019.
Oh, so not that long ago. I'm thinking when I think Toontown, I think when I was like 2009, 2010. But you're a bit younger than I am. Actually, no. You're not that much younger than me. I always put you like into like Tommy Innit category.
I love when people forget how old I am. It makes me laugh every single time because obviously I get it because of what I look like. I'm wearing a fucking Spider-Man jumper. I get it, and it's like
I have Pokemon plushies in the background. So I mean, we play video games for a living.
Like
so
I'm literally like I'm 21 in 3 weeks.
Then you could next TwitchCon you'll be hungover.
I won't just be hungover.
What?
Moving on. But no, it makes me laugh when people can be in the like other groups because it's always like even like it's funny because we were coming back from after the Florida flight, right? There was like people at passport control in the UK, and I walked up and I was going into the line, and this guy stops me and goes, "How old are you?" And I go, "I'm 20," and they go, "Oh," and they just go, "Oh, sorry," and they put me into, and I was like, how old did this guy think I was? That I was going through passport control by myself? Did he fully thought I was like 12 years old? I was like, God damn it. Why were we? I'm the worst person to have on a podcast.
That's a good thing though. You'd rather look like young than old, because like I don't get ID for anything, and I'm like, I'm not that much older than 21. I'm like, this seems like a problem here. I was like,
when I remember, like, oh god, I just fell. When I first went clubbing, when I turned 18.
I can't picture you in a club.
You wanna know a funny story? You brought up Bambino Becky, right?
Yes.
No funny story.
I could picture her in a club, yes.
So, in Wait, I'm trying to remember when I got my ID. So, 2019. I went clubbing down Wine Street in Swansea, right? Wine Street in Swansea. If any Welsh people in here, you know what Wine Street. Okay, Wine Street is like the place you go to the club, basically. Because it's like a whole street of just pubs and drinks and bars, like boom, 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 and then like blah blah. And what happened was we were in a place called Jack's, and I was there drinking, doing shots, and goddamn Becky walks in, and I'm like. And I hear her speaking, and I'm like, I recognize that voice. And I turn around, and goddamn, it's fucking Bambino Becky. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, oh, shit, I know who you are. And she's like, oh, my God. And I'm like, wild. And I just remember that so vividly, where I was kind of like, it was when I was not really streaming, but I was like, 2018. It was 2018. No, it wasn't. It must have been 2019. Wait.
It was prime Toontown era.
It was. That's a sad thing.
Just logged off Toontown, threw back some shots, went to the bar.
I mean, have you seen me during MCC?
No, we haven't been on the team.
Okay, right? If any people in chat know me in MCC, you need to watch me in MCC. I drink in MCC. I get plastered every single time. I got the dodgeball, that one when I was teamed up with H, Scott, and Sylvie. We got the dodgeball. I was hammered. I was wine drunk.
I'll make you a deal. Next MCC, we put each other's names down.
Okay, easy,
I'll match
easy.
you.
Easy. Because what happened, like the first MC I did shots with Goomy.
Goomy will kill somebody with the way that
yeah. So we did shots with Goomy to like begin with. Then the next MCC, I was just drinking normal. I was doing normal shots. Then I didn't for one, and then I got just absolutely like I never drunk wine before this. So I was like, oh, this is fine. It's just wine. And I was drunk before. I was drunk before the event even started. Oh. I was fully walking around.
Do you make a game out of it, or like?
No, I was just kind of like.
Oh.
I mean, I got the dodgeball.
We love that. Have you won yet?
No.
See, next MCC. Are you in this one?
Yeah, I'm with. My team is me, Hannah, Rose, Sylvie, and Shelby.
Broken.
It's a good team. I'm not gonna win though.
Wait, why not?
I'm terrible at MCC. I'm really
bad. But you literally have like Hannah who's cracked, Shelby who's cracked.
I know, yeah.
And I mean, I forgot the other person you just said.
Sylvie,
yes.
Shelby, and Hannah.
Sylvie also cracked.
Yeah, the problem, I think the thing that is the issue with me is I'm more of the support. Like,
yeah, but everyone needs
every time
that.
I play,
you can't have everyone be a leading role.
Yeah, that's true. It's like every single time I play, I'm always the support guy. Like, I'm always the one that kind of like will speak, like, and make sure everyone's like motivated. And usually it works.
My role in MCC has now become like the tired old man.
The tired old man?
I've been in MCC since season 1.
That's yeah, fair enough. I get that.
Oh god, I'm used to 1.8.9 BP. Hold on, the whole team. No, spare me. Okay.
When you team with me, I can assure you, you're gonna have the love for it again. Like properly. You're not gonna be a grumpy old man. You're gonna love it because
I don't practice because I've been in it so long. You know what? When am I practicing for 25? What, like, different ones? Also, you know, I've been playing Minecraft now for over a decade. I'm not getting better than where I am now. I have hit the ceiling and bounced back down. That's it.
I've been playing Minecraft since it, like, released, right?
Yeah.
Right? And what makes me laugh is whenever... It's the same energy when someone goes like, oh, so you know how to use redstone? I'm like...
No. See? No.
I don't even know how to make piston balls.
And I don't care. I've gone this long.
Yeah,
we don't need it.
I do not need it. I'm not going to try anymore. Stop asking me.
Also, you know, I don't know if it's something about, like, my voice, the way that I project my voice. I get Donald every single MCC, to the point that, like, it's a meme that people tweet about, or, like, my chat says.
Who have you been with that, like, that Donald
so many
with you?
Chat can back this up. Yeah, to the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. It's not even people doing it on purpose. Like, I just don't know, like, I feel like if, like, people just have, like, more leader voices and...
No, yeah, you do. No! No!
So I'm like, I don't have the energy for this anymore.
In next season, the first one, I'm going to put you down for the team.
I'll put you as well.
Okay, listen, Puffy's chat, I'm letting you know now, okay? Your streamer is going to find love for MCC again after being teamed with me. I can promise you. Oh, that's so... What the... Dude, I'm so sad right now.
You know, it happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of them. They don't listen to the ones that be there.
Was your start? When was your moment where you're like, oh crap, I could do this as a job now?
Oh, I actually.
Or you saw it as a career.
I took a risk, a really big risk, and obviously it worked out. But so basically, I had dropped out of college twice before this. Yeah, I dropped out of college. I dropped out of college before I even started streaming, which is ironically a very big misconception because I did a stream that I basically talked about this, where I was kind of like, if like education is not the only route. Yeah. Like people have to realize that. And I weirdly got backlash for it at first because people were like, yo, like look at the rich streamer saying to drop out of college, like as if like, you know, ha ha ha. And I literally rebutted. I was like, I dropped out of college when I had no job. I wasn't streaming at this point the first time I dropped out. Like I dropped out because, you know, college was mentally messing with me. It was really bad. And then I dropped out the second, because I went back and then dropped out a second time. Then I went back again. Don't know why. I went back a second time, but went back the third time, and that was when I was kind of like, you know, I wanna try, and then I got into streaming though, and it came up. I was averaging, I would say, 25 viewers at this point, 30 viewers. I was streaming Minecraft, and also I was streaming Minecraft and a little bit of like other things, but mostly Minecraft. And what happened was it was UCAS. Like we had to decide unis and stuff like that. And in my head, I was like, so I have two options here. I can try and like, I'll drop out. I can risk it, and see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, I go back to college in the future. Yeah. Or I, you know, stay in college and I go to uni, do sociology as a degree, and do it. I risked it. I dropped out. And weirdly,
it worked out. See, I left in 10th grade, which is before high school ends.
10th grade would be
16?
Yeah. Jesus.
Because I hated my school so dreadfully much. But also,
yeah.
I was always on and off. Wait, you did? Oh my god. I was doing like Minecraft content on and off constantly.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really have any friends much in high school anymore. So it's like all of my friends would be then on a Minecraft server on Discord or something when I got home from school. And then I ended up then also doing online classes and getting my diploma that way. But yeah, no, I've never went to college or...
College, well, obviously college for us is the last 2 years of American school.
Oh yeah, so basically,
remember that? Yeah. So same,
what I
it's
did,
kind of
basically.
similar. Yeah. So that was like obviously the big. It was very interesting to me. Obviously, so I just dropped out, and I was like, obviously, I think a few months after that is when I started realizing, I was like, oh, this could actually, this could pick up. And then when I first started deciding it as a job, was back, I think it was in May. It was in like May-ish. I was averaging like 300 views at this point. And what happened was, it was when I got approached by there was like 2 orgs that approached me.
Ooh.
And I was kind of like, ooh, oh, people want me.
Serious.
It's getting serious. Like it was literally like that. I was like, ooh. And yeah, it was very, very, very cool. I think that's what the moment for me was, when people started reaching out and started averaging. And then I think it was very interesting. It was very weird, but cool.
Thank you for the raid, Josh. Hope you had a good stream. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off and then...
No, it's fine. You're fine.
Now that threw me off what I was just about to say.
No!
Oh, yes. So if you could be like who you are now, average the same viewers, get the same deals, would you choose Minecraft again? Or would you choose something else?
Probably. I mean...
Really?
It's difficult because the thing with Minecraft, it has the most versatility. And I mean that in the concept of you can do so much different things. You can do the mini games for a stream. You can do the Dream SMP. You can do survival, hardcore. You can do solo survival, multiplayer survival, multiplayer hardcore, solo hardcore, modded. Like there is so much that you can do with it that I feel like because of that, it's something that is so versatile depending on what you want to do. There are not many games that give you that opportunity that you won't get bored of. And it's never ending.
If it was me, I would go to being a variety streamer now.
Oh no, if you told me I'd have to pick only one game, it would be Minecraft. Variety, yes. Yeah. I would stay with I would be a variety streamer 100%. 100%.
I mean, Josh, if you want to join, I don't know if you want to watch the game. We're just doing a Minecraft kind of episode today.
Oh, what is the game? Hold on. What is the game like? Hold on, give me a minute.
Oh,
what is the score of the Wales v England game? It's 0-0.
That's exciting.
I swear to God, I'm not even kidding you. If Wales loses.
Oh yes, wait. So this is the dual side of the coin because Josh obviously wants England to win. You want Wales to win. I don't really care either way.
I don't give a. Yeah, USA's won against Iran right now. Yeah. England's not gonna win. Screw England. What's up? We're gonna put some battle box. What about you? What if if I had to sit here now, you can't pick Minecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that not? Wait, we can't play battle box? Oh no, it's because we're teleporting. I mean, okay, you pick one game, can't be variety, and it can't be Minecraft. To completely change your career, you'll have the same viewers, same people watching you. What would you pick?
That's a good question. Rust?
Thank you. That is such a good answer. That is such a good answer.
You have the wipes every week where it makes it interesting. It's still like a different experience every time.
Oh my God. I miss the Rust era. Yeah. I miss when everyone was on Rust. It was so fun. I would be staying up till 5 a.m. building my goddamn shack. Jesus.
What would you choose?
You did such a good answer now. I've got to think.
Toontown.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Rust is a really good answer. I really liked Rust. I'm trying to think what I've had the most fun streaming that wasn't Minecraft. Club Penguin. No,
Club Penguin did slap. No,
I miss Club Penguin. You know what? I'm gonna pull up my stats real quick and see what games I've played.
My most played games.
My most played games that I enjoyed. Hold on, let me check. Cheeky little bit of a Twitch tracker. Where is it? Wait, is it this one? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, there isn't. I would probably be. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be controversial because it's not a game. But probably just chatting.
Oh God, no! I don't have that in me. I don't know how.
That's the thing. My most loved streams are my just chatting streams.
Because you're always high energy.
Well, yeah, I think it's purely because I am someone that like, because the thing about me, it was funny because Rand said, like, I did a story time about Florida and everything a couple of days ago. And Rand texted me like straight after and was like, you are one of the best storytellers I know. And I was like, what do you mean? And Rand was like, I knew the entire story and I still watched that entire stream because I was on the edge of my seat. And I think it's just because I just like, building suspense.
Oh.
Also, yeah, you say you can't do that. You literally have a podcast and you literally are doing just chatting. What are you chatting about?
No, but I'm talking to you because I'm bouncing off of you. You bounce off of no one. It's just you there.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing
right?
Excuses.
It's just you there. No, I know I'm inherently awkward. So, like, for instance, Josh has an IRL channel. And he started those videos because I've always done content creation with like a game in front of me,
commentating
so you can talk
to
a game, bouncing something off that's happening in the game. I sat there in front of the camera. Besides the fact that I just have massive resting bitch face, I was either quiet, didn't know how to react to things, then was either silent, and then it was just.
You're just not having a good time. Just not having a good time.
Yeah, it was just.
To be fair, I genuinely, I don't know. I think because the thing with obviously, okay, so growing up, I wanted to do like theater. Like I was a theater kid growing up. I mean, that's very obvious. You can tell, I think, from me that I'm a big theater kid. And the thing with that, I think that's because when it comes to just chatting streams, it is less about me just chatting, and I think it's more about me performing every single time. And I think that's one of the things that like my viewers like as well, because I literally put like, I have music in the background that I pause and like start playing when I want to build suspense. I have like a whole like playlist ready. Like I make it less of a like, oh, this is what I did today, guys, and more of like, right, I'm gonna tell you about something. And like it's a whole like thing and people love it. It's great. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people that like enjoy streaming content creation did theater or something like that.
Yeah. Too shy to do theater.
Inherently the opposite. Yeah, I'm inherently the opposite of a theater kid.
Yep.
I think I would die.
I was the biggest theater kid. And I went to a acting school growing up as well. Like I went to I was in school and then I was like in a little thing that I used to do. I was on TV a couple of times, and I think that's why I was a little child actor. I was a little guy. I just loved it. I love acting. And that's one of the things I've been speaking about recently, actually, is when or if I do stop streaming if I do, I'll probably be going back to schow to act, to learn acting again.
That would be your ideal career if it wasn't content creation?
I think it's weird because, okay, I have 3 things I really wanted to do. And so, hold on. I had 3 things I really wanted to do. And basically, one of them was I wanted to do full-time sociology. I wanted to become a therapist. I wanted to become a child therapist. Yeah, that was like completely different to theater kid. Another one was theater kid. I wanted to do theater. I wanted to do like full-blown musicals, like everything like that, like plays. And third one was I wanted to have a little coffee shop. I wanted to have I wanted to be a little barista, and I wanted to live out like my little mundane life and have a little. I wanted to enjoy little things, I guess. And I think that was a big thing for me, but you know, I'm going down this route, so like you. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. I know. What about you? Is there anything you've like? Were you always destined for this route?
I was always weirdly. I don't even know, because when I started doing content creation, it wasn't a career. Like it was, but it really wasn't. Like you had the big people like PewDiePie, but like it wasn't for like any average person to do it.
Average Joe.
And it was basically like if you didn't start in 2007, you missed the boat. So I think it was just something I always enjoyed. I think if it wasn't for that, I always wanted to be like a vet, but then I couldn't deal with the actual sad side of it. So I was like, maybe that's not realistically.
It's like wanting to be a vet. My friend is in a similar boat, and then they realize they have to like also be down tell the family. Tell the family that like bad things are happening, and it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm inherently built for that. Maybe like some sort of like film or creative sort of thing. Like I feel like part of me would enjoy actually being like behind the camera than necessarily like always in front of the camera.
I think you would be a good stage manager.
Oh.
I think you'd be great. Yeah, I think you'd be great on the mic. telling everyone to shut the fuck up, curtain calling. Everyone, curtain, 5 minutes, shut up! Just like, fully just like, lights gone on, down, dude. Like, England scored, shut up. Don't tell me that.
All right, shh. Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, they did. I have the game on my phone.
That is so upsetting.
But you know what? Might give, whales the energy they need. I'm stuck! Step through!
No! It's okay, you did it on purpose. You need to do the angle. It's fine.
So you've been doing what, content creation now for
since 20. So I did like 2 streams in 2018, but I wouldn't count them actually content creating. And then 2019 is when I actually.
So you're still fairly new, like 3 years.
Yes. Yeah.
You've had a lot of success in 3 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very wild what I've gotten to. Like, obviously not compared to other people that have like shooted up like immediately and drastically. But people, when I tell people I haven't been doing it for that long, people are like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've been here 11 years.
That's amazing to me in a way of like when it's similar like CPK. When I talk to CPK about everything, and obviously CPK has such a different outlook on content creation than like I do, which is like I love talking to CPK because of that. It's like so fun to like talk with someone who is like got such a different outlook as well as like a different perspective because of the difference in doing it. It's the same way talking to like when you talk to like, this is such a weird example, but when you talk to like a grade, like, so I don't know, if there's someone in year 7 versus year 11 in school.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing. As you listen to them, they have a different outlook of everything and yada yada yada. It's nice.
Yeah, I guess because it's like their experiences. Well, yeah. Is there anything you like didn't expect that came with content creation? I'm sure there is, but like the goods, the bads.
I will say it's something that I said before, but the one thing about content creation that I didn't expect was is that it makes you hate things about yourself you didn't even know. And I think that is a big thing. That's like
really sad. I didn't expect
it is. I know. Yeah, no. People don't expect me to say sad stuff sometimes, but that is the one thing that I think of when people ask me that. I don't usually always say it. I'm always like, "Oh, it's great." Sometimes I'll be like, "No, I'll be honest about it." But like that is one thing. Like I remember when I went into streaming, there was a lot of things that I actually I not liked about myself, but I didn't realize were flaws. And I think then the minute you put yourself out on the internet, and the minute you do something that's kind of like not in the public's eyes as deemed as like whatever they want to see, you kind of get grilled for that, and that's when your appearance or everything about you starts getting torn down. And I think that's one of the big things with content creation that people don't expect is just it's very weird in a way where you start to learn things like you start to just speak. It's in a weird way you'd expect it to make you more confident.
Has that not happened for you?
No, you should have seen me 5 years ago. You would have loved me 5 years ago if you like me now. The light is gone. No, I'm joking. I'm happy though. Like I'm happy with where I am. And I'm happy with who I am and the people I've got around me. I love them all. It's just one of those things that I think people do need to realize in a way, I guess, of how genuinely heartbreaking it can be sometimes.
So has content creation not given you like a thicker skin, you would say?
I goddamn wish. I died. I think it's weird because I think I have such a good confident facade that people don't know I'm a very insecure person. I mean, we all are.
Person is to an extent.
We all are in like when it comes to it, and I think that's also one of the big things where it's like, I don't know. It's what I remember. I did a stream a couple of weeks ago, or like it was like a couple months ago. Sorry, but I was talking about like boundaries. And I remember like one thing I just said, and I remember like I don't cry, and I just started crying during the stream, which is so like dumb, and it's just purely because it was just but it was like it's one of those things that I just sat there and I was like, I shouldn't have to beg to be treated nicely on the internet, and it's sadly obviously I don't know I don't know if you've come across it, but it is something that does I don't know. When you look like this on the internet, you kind of have you know female presenting and all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always say as well. I don't think like I know for me. I don't know if you could say this for you, but I feel like we wouldn't have become as big as we are if we were faceless. Like I don't think it could have been like a Ren or Dream situation. Is that like you don't show your face and it would have been.
Yeah.
Because it would have just been immediately assumed the opposite way, being like, oh, they're hiding their face because they're so ugly.
Yeah. And it's like, and that's the thing. It's always very interesting to me just how different the internet is in general. But I don't know. I think, to be fair, a positive that I have learned about content creation is obviously having a job where you get to completely and utterly to create your own, you're your own boss, essentially, right? And because of that, it basically gives you the means to create everything you want to see in your own way. And I think that's a beautiful thing, especially when you see something come to life. Like, for example, this must give you, like, when you end one of these, you got kind of like, that was cool. Like, you're like, I like that.
I think for me, it's more that I am such an introvert that I hate messaging people to do something because I'm immediately like, oh, I think I'm annoying them. They won't want to do it with me. They're busy. And also content creators just have the terrible habit that, like, they say yes to something and then cancel.
And then they
forget. And then I was like, this is going to be so bad. And, like... So, I mean, it's been good in that it's made me be able to, like, reach out to people. Because I'll be honest, I don't reach out to you usually. Because I don't message you and be like, oh, yeah, Aimsey, we should play games. Because I'm like, oh,
Aimsey, let's do something.
I'm going to, you know, annoy them. Or, you know, they're going to be busy. Or they have things going on. And...
I think it's literally, it is the constant thing of, like, I don't want to seem annoying, so I'm not going to reach out, but then that makes me not reach out more, so then we don't talk, but then obviously but I want them to know that I'm thinking about them and I want to talk to them, but I don't really know how to approach that, and it's like, it makes me laugh sometimes, because I think my method sometimes is I'll just, like, message someone, like, a fucking cat gif or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just be like, hope you're having a good day. Like, very quickly, like, have a good day. Just so I'm not, like, annoying them.
Well, I know there's, like, content creators that are, like, on the other, like, swing of the pendulum that are just... It doesn't bother them at all because they're like, oh, you know, all they're gonna say is no. My favorite
example of that is Scott. Scott's Major is the best example of that because Scott is very good in a way of being like, nope, can't do today, but I can do this day, blah, blah, blah. Scott will text you if he needs you, stuff like that. He's a very, for someone like me that has, like, no planning at all that I'm good at, I can't plan for shit. Scott is a great, Scott being like,
was
my
last episode.
I saw Scott today, and also, I mean, Scott will, and I said that to Scott, and Scott was like, ooh, and I was like, yeah.
Like, I won't say names, but there's a couple guests that, like, I've booked, and they're like, oh, I can't do this date, but, like, I'll send them, like, a list of 7 dates, and they'll be like, I just can't do this one, and I'm like, so, like, can you do any of the others, or, like, do you just not want to do it, because, like, I'd rather you just be like, nah, I can't,
It's so... I don't know. To be fair, I think, like, I'm very, like, I'm in the same boat sometimes where it comes to, like, wanting to plan stuff with people. And without fail, it is usually just people genuinely being busy. Yeah. But obviously, you have that kind of thought in your mind where you're kind of like...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Scott does plan MCC, so that's why he's
it's true. Yeah, Scott is a fucking brilliant at planning. He's brilliant. But yeah.
So, any exciting projects for the future, Aimsey?
Yes.
That you could reveal? No.
I haven't spoken about this on my own stream.
Oh.
My stream don't know about this, but I'll give you a little rundown. Okay, so this is gonna be exclusive, all right, to the people that are watching this right now, okay? I'm working on something that is going to be coming out in probably about springtime, hopefully. Ooh. It's not merch before anyone tries to intercept. No, it's not merch. But it is something that's going to involve other creators.
I know what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be a little cool little thing. And I'm very excited for it. And that's basically it. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I died.
You can text me after. If you want to guess. That's fine. I think
I know, but I know from an external source.
Yeah, no, you probably do know then. Yeah. That makes sense. Who's the external source out of curiosity?
Is not a content creator. If that...
I know who you're on about. Yep. You know what it is.
How do I phrase this without also leaking it in turn? But
how do I explain this without leaking my thing to you?
Yeah, guys, it's Aimsey SMP.
Guys, I am creating a server. Please enjoy. No.
Do you have any Minecraft plans? Do you want to break away from the Minecraft? I feel like that's what everyone's doing now.
I still love Minecraft, and me and Gucky are actually creating, like, Gucky's gonna kill me when they find out that I hope nobody tell Gucky that I'm talking about this on stream. But me and Gucky are creating a Minecraft server together which is going to be with other creators. It's also going to be with other creators, but we haven't asked any other creators yet. But it's going to be... I'll give you a hint. I'm giving you all the secrets that I'm not even leaking on my own stream.
Oh.
You are getting some content from me today. But I'm getting... I'll give you one word. It's something about space. And it's going to be surrounded by that. And it's going to be a whole server. It's going to be a whole thing. Everyone's going to have their own roles. It's going to be... So everybody is going... Everybody...
I'm going to do the hacker role.
Everyone... I'm going to hack into the mainframe, get past the software. I'm in, boys.
And we're in deep.
We're in deep. I hate you.
Oh, God. Oh, I didn't know that was not a friendly color. No one look at my score. It's 0. I'll let you know.
I didn't know that was a friendly color. I'm going to die.
I think what the issue is for, I mean, you can, it could be different for you, but I think because of a lot of, like, all the content creators in our circle, a lot of them for the past 2 years have played strictly mainly on a Minecraft SMP. But now it's like, okay, well, what now? Also,
a lot of people find Minecraft to be oversaturated now, which is fair enough. Like, I understand that.
What, like the viewers or the content creators?
Honestly, I would just say, like, a lot of everything when it comes to Minecraft is very difficult to kind of like make your own kind of name at this point.
It's always been like that, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. It's
with it always. I was saying this when I was at the meeting yesterday. That basically because it's like I think it's the most sold game in the world essentially. So I'm like, even if you try to think of something creative that you think is creative, if you search it on YouTube, there's already a video of it.
And I think obviously one of the problems with that as well is a lot of people are always afraid to kind of make new ideas in case it's been done before. Yeah. Because I will say this, the Minecraft community are goddamn hard when it comes to people stealing other ideas.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes it's unjust, sometimes it's fair enough. Like, obviously, if there's an idea, there's such basic ideas that are done, and people are like, you're stealing that from this other person. It's like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
it stops people from wanting to go against the curve and go do new things. Because of that.
I think realistically, like, if someone wanted to make a Minecraft server that also had a role-playing element, you can't be like, oh yeah, well you're stealing the Dream SMP's idea. Because probably before the Dream SMP, someone did that, it probably just didn't take off as much, or maybe we just don't know about it, so.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, exactly, like someone stole the world record from me. Did you hear about this?
No? What?
So, speaking of trying to be creative and do something different, I was like, oh, you know what? I've done a lot of stuff in Minecraft. I've done, like, all the 100-player events and everything, you know, modded, SMPs, everything, or the Minecraft Butt series, all that stupid crap. I'm like, oh, you know, like, what is something I haven't accomplished in the 10 years of playing this game? And I was like, oh, I can get, like, a Minecraft Guinness World Record. So I purposely didn't tweet it or anything. I spoke about it on stream, though. And it's for the longest tunnel in Minecraft in creative mode. And it was 400,000, the record already. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get 420,069 because it's going to be funny. I choose a day to go do this. Start my stream. I'm live for like 30 minutes. I'm like doing the tunnel. And then my chat's like, Puffy, are you sure? Like, you checked the record that like it's 400,000? I go and check. It's now 600,000. And someone submitted their run a week ago. And they follow me. But to be fair, they were doing, like, they did other Guinness World Records, so I don't know if it's like because of me. Like, I don't think they saw like me saying it. I think it's just a really funny coincidence that I was about to do it. They submitted it a week before, and they also follow me on Twitter.
Man, I would be
Well, the thing is, as well, is a Guinness World Record. Like, after, part of me want to be like, okay, well, screw it, I don't want to do this anymore. But I had to pay $800 to be able to even apply to break the application. Like, to break.
You have to pay?
You have to pay $800 to get like the guidelines and rules, and then I have to pay another $350 once I did it for them to review it.
That is ludicrous. I didn't even know you had to do that.
So now it's like, I still need to do it at some point because obviously I paid $800 now for it. But also the way that they did it was just with commands. Like, they just spammed commands for about 4 hours. So I was like, right.
Oh, that's, I mean, I'm not like a Guinness World Record judge or anything, but you know, kind of.
No, technically that's legal. Like, the record holds.
How?
Because it's in the game.
Bullshit.
Like, technically, like, command blocks are in the game, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stream it on my alt, because I'm like, I can't do 8 hours of just inputting commands endlessly, like.
I can't do it.
But yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, she's gonna pop. Oh, no. That person next to you.
Hello, I died. Did you die? Oh,
no,
hello.
I died. But I was talking about the girl next to you. She was gonna push you off. But I think you unfortunately had your demise anyway. Oh, are you still back? Wait, you still up?
No, I'm here. Where are you?
Oh. Wait, who have I been looking at? What is going on?
Who are you looking at?
I don't know. I need to put my glasses on.
You're an idiot. Why do you not have your glasses on anyway?
Because I never wear them because I don't like how I look with them. Have you ever seen me with my glasses on?
Why don't you wear?
No,
you wear your glasses,
See, I don't wear them.
You do. Okay, I need to remind you. Wearing glasses is not like it's not a decision.
It is. I'll tell you why. Because I've been walking around blind for 10 years. So I'm like, you know what? It's no difference now. Like, I didn't know I was blind for a long time. And then I was like, I put them on. I'm like, oh, crap. I'm watching in 1080p now. I don't even have them here.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know that? You know that? You're an idiot.
I just want to let you needing glasses and not wearing them.
I would so wear glasses. I would love to wear glasses.
No, you wouldn't. You say that until you're forced to wear them.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna ask you something.
Okay.
You know I have braces.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Not many people do. It's usually a big thing. People don't know because I don't. Okay, so do you know what I'm speaking right now? Mm-hmm. You can't see my teeth, right? So like, hello, oh my god, what's going on, everyone? Yeah. And it looks like I don't have braces, but then
I'm
shocking. I do. I have braces. And the one thing that always makes me laugh is people use that excuse of like, if you had to wear glasses, you wouldn't. And I'm like, I have braces. I've had braces for 7 years. I've had to have bands. I've had to have all these things, and I still do them.
But you didn't have to have braces, right?
I did.
Right. So like, but also, I'm sure will you get to a point where you won't need braces anymore?
Hopefully. I mean, it's been 7 years.
But like that's the end goal, right? Like I'm just blind. Period.
You're
I will
blind,
not have.
Stop. Yeah, you're not gonna be killed. You're not gonna be killed. That is true. To be fair, that is true. I will have the great kind of thing of being like, wow, I can this is great, and then you're never gonna have that. So that is sad.
You look fine with glasses, honestly. Well, I mean, I know everyone says it. Also, people are in chat are gonna be like, yeah, no, you shouldn't wear those because God help me. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like it's one of those things where you just overly analyze.
No, it's overly critical about yourself. Completely agreed.
I thought we were gonna win this one.
I died immediately.
Well, that is sad.
This just helped me train for MTC.
Yeah, I was just playing 1.8.9 Minecraft, so it's been like really all downhill from here. But I think some of my final questions for you, what have been your favorite moments of content creation?
Full time?
Yeah, what has brought you, what you're most proud of?
I'm probably my favorite moments. So, okay, my favorite moments in content creation ever. Probably I did first time getting recognized was cool.
It was by me.
It was actually, oh my god, it was actually like Puffy and like it was so cute. Probably meeting Toby. Mm-hmm. That was a big thing. My Bob Ross stream I did, my first Bob Ross. I did a Bob Ross stream. It was so funny.
You dressed up as Bob Ross, right?
Yeah, it was a good time. That's a good one I really enjoyed. My Animal Crossing streams I really liked. Yeah. I think things I'm most proud of is just, honestly, it's gonna sound very cringy, but just because I'm still trying to do something that I love. After all the goddamn hardships, because there's been a lot. And I think it's just very cool that I'm still trying in a way.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's, I mean, the thing about content creation is that it is so volatile. Yeah. That's like even, I mean, because when did you join the server?
What, the
Dream SMP?
I joined that in March. And then...
So obviously you were already pretty like
I did, yeah,
big and solidified in anyways. Like you didn't really get too much of a boost off of it, I must say, like the rest of us did. But I think it is so volatile. Like even the change, 'cause I feel like everyone kind of got comfortable to when we were in like with COVID in quarantine, the views that you had, and then obviously like the very steep drop off that people didn't have afterwards.
I think it was very interesting because the one thing that's been really interesting about my viewers is I never had that kind of spike.
Oh.
I've been growing gradually. And the one thing that always makes me laugh is people even now are like, where did Aimsey even come from? And what's ironic is you look at my stats from last year, there is no point that it just randomly goes up. Like I would go up like 100 viewers maybe, like for a stream, and then I'd go back down, and then go back up. And that'll be it. It was never a random thing for me. Even after there was like a Halloween stream with me, Ran, Tom, Freddie, Bill, and Toby. And it was like, even after that, it was very funny because me and Bill were both very new and we were being introduced to the community. And you see Bill that went up to 25k average, which when he was used to 1,000, then I was used to about 1,000 at that point, and I went up to 3,000.
Yeah.
And it was like, for me, there was no signature point. But
I feel like that's good though, because it's like a more genuine community that are then there for you than there for something.
I didn't ever have the kind of worry of like I'm going to fall off.
Yeah,
which was nice.
Also, you weren't necessarily even like based around the Dream SMP because you came so later on, and poor you, when you came on, no one was even really playing anymore.
Oh yeah, no, I know. And I'm gonna be real. I'm glad I left. I'm glad I'm gone because I'm gonna be able to focus on things that are things that I'm proud of more so.
Yeah.
And things that are my own. Which is gonna be very, very cool to do. But yeah, I don't know. What is something you're working on? Oh, you just God damn, that kill you did.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's probably been the only one out of the entire time we've been, and I'm dead.
No.
The podcast, obviously, as we're here. This is just a soft launch of the podcast, by the way. The point is, after the 12 episodes, it's meant to be an actual studio.
Yay!
And it's meant to be like mini games and like more interactive stuff.
I want to be in it again, please.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. And then I'm trying to somewhat get back into YouTube. I'm trying to kind of figure out more personal projects in terms of like Minecraft and other aspects, and like kind of relying on what I've been relying on for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, as you said, I think kind of like make something that you're more so proud of, whether it's even like more like
making
filmy,
something that's your
creative stuff.
baby.
Yeah.
It's like making something that you can be so proud of that, I don't know. I think that's the end goal for a lot of us, I think.
I mean, there's merch in the works, so.
Is there merch in the works?
Yeah.
Can you show me? Can you show me the merch in the works, please?
No.
Please. You bastard. I better get some, I swear to God.
But
I will be the number one.
Also, something exciting that you've been taking part of that kind of also is like a different community aspect that like involves your friends is you're part of Misfits.
I am part of Misfits.
How has that been? How are you enjoying it?
Fair,
not that you're gonna slate in any ways. I
think it's been shit now. Joining Misfits was a very big part of like my creator journey. Obviously because I was the first person to join as a Minecraft creator.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there were other people that did stream Minecraft, but they were signed as a variety content.
Oh, I thought
I was the first. I was the
Rand
first.
was the first. Or...
No. I was the first. Because I was signed in 2021. I was signed in June 2021. I was announced in August, and I was like the first kind of Minecraft creator based guy. That was like actually like pushed as a Minecraft creator, not variety Minecraft. And that was very cool, and it was very funny because it was like Misfits took a chance. They were like, because obviously a lot of orgs don't really focus on Minecraft creators in a way because they're kind of like
all competitive.
Yeah,
which is kind of what been a lot of orgs' downfalls in a way.
Yeah, agreed. And obviously Misfits took that chance of signing me. And obviously it worked out very well because it kind of, made this whole thing, which is obviously really goddamn cool. God, I'm gonna die. No. Oh, that was so close to killing that guy. But yeah, it's I don't know. It was a very big part of my journey as a creator to realize my own worth. And they still continuously help me out with like figuring out my own worth and stuff like that, and like realizing I am more than what meets the eye, which is very nice. Yeah,
I mean, the really good thing I've heard about Misfits, not even just from you, because I've obviously asked you guys personally before, is like how they are interested in actually helping, with your individual project rather than just like labeling it as a Misfits thing. And
I think it's like it's very nice having like people that are like, you say, it's the same energy as when like you have an idea and like a friend really hypes you up about it. It's like very similar to how it is with like obviously we go like if the project that I'm working on, I've had like a lot of help with it, even though it's my project that's gonna be my thing. I've had a lot. Obviously, Misfits are like have been very nice about it in a way of being like, this is amazing, this is so cool, we want to help and stuff like that. And it's very reaffirming in a way to have that. It's very nice to have something to fall back on, I guess, and like for someone to recognize you and see you and realize like your worth. I think that's very nice.
I think it's also nice to have something outside of you just sitting behind a screen and playing games that you could be like, I physically did this or have this that you could like look back on, rather than being like, I built this in a Minecraft world and
I just wanna, I don't know if you get this, I don't know if you get this, but it's like I just wanna keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah. And I wanna be happy. I think one of them, it was like someone asked me like last year, like my New Year's resolution. And it was literally just to be happy. Oh. And I think I'm back into that. I want to get back. I want to get back into the swing of things where I'm just genuinely like, like this is fun again. Like this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big thing when it comes to content creation, because it's like, oh, okay, well, this is always like the easy clickbait thing to go for, and this is what trendy, but it's like I don't enjoy it.
But I'm doing this just because I know it's going to get me views, not because I'm actually enjoying it or anything like that. And like I want to get back into doing things with that.
I think like,
I'm going to send you this real quick, right, in DMs. I just tried out my stats thing. Like when I was streaming Toontown, my average viewers were 35. And that's when I quit. When I quit college and dropped out and stuff like that. So weird.
I mean, sometimes you got to bet on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I always say, like, I think when I was my most successful, like, last year, when I was, like, the most sub-female, I was probably my most unhappiest in overall, like, life. Like, yeah, I was doing great career-wise, but doing 10-hour, like, streams a day of just playing straight Minecraft, where, like, I played with friends sometimes, but it was usually just, like, me on the server. It is very draining. Also, like, just to be thrown into, you know, that and not really know what to expect necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a blessing, but, you know,
that
there's the opposite side of that.
You saying that literally reminds me of when, after the Halloween stream happened and everything was happening and I was getting a lot more eyes on me, I remember people like getting into my content, and it's funny now because I watched streams of me back then, and I was the most unhappy I've ever been. Like, I remember, like, I would end streams and I would just, like, I would cry. Oh. And I haven't spoken about this publicly at all, but it's like this time last year for me was like the worst for me streaming. And like worst for me content-wise, and it was purely because it was like, it was very interesting to see a big difference in how people were treating like the people I was friends with and then me. Yeah. And I think that was a big thing for me as well. Oh, where I was like, and it was like, it was very hard trying to be my own person when I look like this, as well as like everything that was going on, and then having like, I don't know, it was very, very weird. It was very weird for me this time last year, and I remember, I remember having a talk with someone and thinking about like quitting like this time last year, because I was very much like, I was in America this time last year. I was in LA, and I remember literally being like, when I get home, I think I'm gonna like, you know, I think I'm gonna quit. Like I think I'm gonna just like, you know, pack it in. Obviously, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. It was very hard. It was very hard. And I think every creator goes through that, I think, where they just realize the moment of like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
I think yes and no. I think some creators are very lucky in the fact that they're very glorified.
Oh, yeah,
they fall into a very standard generalized box, which is not even necessarily against them, because it just, I mean, they didn't like roll the dice of life that way. Yeah. But like, no matter the community that you're in, like, I could happily say, and I know it's true, and I know my viewers would agree, that, like, even though, you know, the Minecraft community is very nice and very open and supportive, they do significantly, like, treat women different still than they would treat men, like, male creators in the industry, or even, like, on the server, and that's, I'm sorry, that's just very...
That's the thing, it's so, I don't know, I want to get to a point where people aren't treated differently for being, I mean, it's such a like, I want it. And obviously it's something I talk about so much, but I'm holding on hope.
I mean, it's sad to say that, like, we've come far, because we have come far, but, like, it shouldn't even be a thing that we should have to say anyways that we've come far.
Yes,
because, like,
yes,
if I look at how I was on the internet 10 years ago, like, being just a girl loading into a game, and God forbid I spoke, or, like, you know, streamed, like, it was way worse.
It's funny you say this, because me and Rand were talking about a stream idea, right? Where Rand wanted to play Monopoly with me, and I was explaining, like, okay, but I'll have to, like, be less angry than when I actually play Monopoly.
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, what? Why? And I was like, why? I don't get that. And I was like, because you have to realize if I start doing the bit of being, like, a dickhead, I'm going to get a lot of shit online, because that's sadly how it is. And Rand didn't really understand. Rand was kind of like, and this only happened, like, 2 days ago. And Rand was kind of like, but why? Like, I don't get that. And I had to explain, and I was kind of like, the way I'm perceived online is different to how, like, for example, Bill has a persona of being a dickhead, goes live and it's like, oh, fuck you guys, and everyone's like, oh, funny, that's hilarious. But if I was to do that, I would be called, like, ungrateful, a bitch, not working great with others, you know, making the stream awkward. And it's like, it's sad that that's still something I remember, like, after streams, if I, like, remember when I'm, like, a moment of, like, shouted, I worry about it for, like, days. I'm kind of like, are people gonna take that wrong? Are people gonna be like, are people gonna make me feel weird about that? And I'm like, man, I don't want to.
You know what's sad? Like, it's sad that you have to deal with that anyways. I do have to say, I think that will be something that you kind of grow to become numb to.
Yeah, agreed.
I think I'm very much at a phase that I don't usually care about much, unless I know I obviously genuinely did something wrong, whereas then obviously it's on me and I own up to that. But if it's something of me just being a human being that I know, you know, some other random streamer can do and get away with it or be fine with it, then I'm like, okay, well then it's just of you being pick and choose then, and not what what happened. That's even like typically women can't be more competitive online because they're just like, even
weird.
Like Hannah gets such hate and gets so slated for being good at a video game.
Yeah,
it's God like forbid the men do that, and they're like, oh my god, my king.
It's always that thing of seeing people online praise, like, male presenting streamers or, like, men that game as, like, oh, that was so, like, oh my god, they're so like, hot when they're angry, that kind of thing.
There's no middle ground though, because it's like, if you're trash, then you're just a shit female playing a game.
You're like all the rest of them.
Yeah,
and
so
it's like, brother, let me live.
There's no winning.
Yeah, and I mean, we just gotta try our best to just keep going throughout all this. Basically,
I mean, I think it's getting better. I mean, there was, like, genuinely, like, I remember there was a point on the Dream SMP that, like, I blew something up. Mind you, how many things of mine have gotten blown up, or how everything gets blown up.
I remember the tree was a big thing that people got.
Bro, I just didn't care. At that point, I didn't care. I think it was,
You bought my cafe.
No?
No, I remember you put stuff on my cafe.
Saying I wanted to start war or something. It's so bad that I was like, I don't remember. But I blew something up and basically just got, like, shit on for it. Meanwhile, I think, like, Tommy leveled, and this is nothing against Tommy, because obviously it's a Minecraft server and that's the point of what I'm saying. But I think Tommy, like, leveled one of my first builds of, like, when I hit 100k followers on Twitch. But just leveled it just to clear space because he just wanted to make space for something. Meanwhile, I was doing it to, like, incite lore. Not that I care either way. But I think there was a point on stream that was, like, literally, I was like, this is so chauvinistic. I'm like, it's ridiculous. And people were mad at me, basically being like, oh, you know, you're going to actually upset Tommy. And Tommy DM'd me being like, oh, you know, thank you so much for doing this, because I, like, actually created lore for me to interact with something. And I was like, if only people, like, knew the flip side of the coin.
It's so funny to me. I literally... Okay, so the reason I stopped streaming that server was because every time I'd go live, people would literally scream at me in my chat. Be like, you can't do that, you can't go there, you can't touch that, you can't do that, you can't touch that. And, like, you can't go there, don't go there, you can't move that, you can't remove that. And I remember, and I if people were in my chat during that time, you guys remember how goddamn awful it was. Because people would literally, like, people would fully, like, they were, like, actual angry people. There would be people, like, donating to me, being like, don't touch that because blank made this on blank, and blank is to do with this blank era. And I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, that's so what I did. And just look at everything.
Yeah, no, literally, and that's the thing. And it's like, I hated it. And I'm gonna be real. I didn't like my experience on the server was not good. It was not a good server. It was not.
Yeah. You know what the shame of it though is? I feel like that's not even like it wasn't necessarily to do with any of the content creators. There was never like a rule in the Discord being like, don't break this, don't break that, don't do this. I think it was literally just like, obviously don't hack and like don't like exploit farms, and that was basically the extent of the rules. I think unfortunately for you, because like a couple days ago was my 2 years on the server, and like for me, I think it holds a very different light, because like that was like, I'm very blessed and grateful for it, because it kind of brought me to where I was now after doing it for so long. And gave me the community I had, and obviously, you know, introduced me to you and like so many other people. But you came at like the very tail end, to the point that like where people weren't playing on it, so it almost became like a single player world for you and CPK, but like that you then couldn't actually interact with.
We couldn't do anything, and it's like I literally remember where I accidentally, I think I broke something, or like I was redoing something. Oh, okay, I was making the path look nicer because I thought it was ugly.
Yes.
And everyone was like, "You can't do that," and I'm like, it's a fucking path. And I don't know.
I'm surprised like your chat didn't grow out. Not saying like your chat, your viewers now, but I'm surprised like that they didn't grow out it. Because like I had that when I first joined, like to the point where if I took a stick out of someone's chest.
Yeah. It was, what was really funny though, it was never my chat. It was always first time viewers.
But I think
it's so weird to me.
My thing though is like when they said like, oh, don't break that, would you then just be like, okay, no?
I'd be like, what am I supposed to do? I literally would make a point.
Because you're very kind and considerate. I think I got to a point where I just became frustrated, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna break it anyways. So like,
what makes me laugh is people have this misconception about me where I don't tell my chat off. You should see me when I'm going on a rampage. It happens every stream, because I have this bit. All right, any Aimsey viewers in here, you'll know what I'm about to say. But basically, I have this bit. If someone says a really stupid chat message, I will screenshot the message. I pull it up on Paint. I zoom into it, and I sit there in silence, looking at the camera for about 2 minutes, and then I go. This is all the reasons you're a goddamn idiot. And then I do a graph, and I basically explain why what they said was stupid. I tell my chat off so
But I'm saying, would you, like, did you continue then, like, breaking the path?
I would literally just stop out of pure spite. Where I would be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do anything then. What am I to do in the server? And then I'd go on to a different thing.
But I think because they probably then figured they got to you, being like, okay, well then...
Okay, we did it.
Aimsey won't actually, But not saying that that's acceptable. No, you should need a rule book of how you should be able to play, like, a Minecraft server with people, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I get really angry when I talk to my chat sometimes, because, like, they're, like... You know, I think you probably get this, but being the extension to a lot of people...
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it quite literally is... Nobody cares about the the funny thing is, right, I was doing a story time, right, and my chat was just people. It wasn't just people. It was like one person came in and was like, can you now talk about like this creator?
Yeah.
And I literally was like, guys, I'm telling my story of my thing. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think something what just I didn't understand what the message. I think something that you need to try to remember, I have issues with it sometimes, is because we're intertwined in so many big, like, Minecrafters groups and things, that you think that, like, you're kind of a side character. Not even just in a Minecraft SMP, but as a general streamer, that you think that, like, people are only there because blah, blah, blah's not live. And, you know, like, things like that.
I think it's because we are made to feel like that sometimes.
Because the sad thing is, though, because like I know our chat, like for instance, I know my chat would beg to differ, being like these are people that are always here every day, anyways. That would beg to differ, like that they're going to support me regardless. But it is very much easily like made to feel that way. Like if one of the the main people are live, then that's the better option.
And also, it's, do you know what it also is? Okay, I don't know if you get this, but unofficial raiders.
Oh,
where people.
Christ.
So every single time, I love doing the bit where I'll have unofficial raiders goes, "Oh my god, great! Thank you for telling me that I'm the second option because someone else you preferred was live."
They almost raided me, but they chose not to.
And it's like I don't like when people come into my chat, I'm like, "Oh my god, unofficial raid!" I'm like, "Just come in and say hi. Just come in and say hello. You don't have to say where you came from, because all you're doing is telling me, oh, this other person that I prefer is better, but." They're gone, so
I love when like, oh, Tommy just went live. I'm gonna go head over there and have a good stream. I'm like, I don't care when you're gonna head. Just exit out of the stream and like have a good day.
I did this once. It was I don't know if I was friends with you at this point, but I did this once where someone came to my chat and was like, like Tommy and it's gone live, and I just want to go, is he an ended stream? And I was like, oh, thank you for telling me, and I just ended stream. and then next stream I was like, is that what you wanted me to do? Like, what did you expect me to do? I don't understand. People are just they annoy me. They annoy me.
The sad thing is, it's not even like the creators. Like, no. It's just a community that sometimes get cultivated. And it's not even necessarily like the main community, it's just a loud community. It's like when you get like a bad comment, it's so much louder than like the 50 nice compliments that you get.
It's not about the voice, it's about who's the loudest. Yeah. And it's like, it's not about who's saying it, it's about who the hell is like making it a big deal, the loudest. And that's the thing, I don't know. I feel like piece of advice, I think, for a lot of people, even myself, is just trust, like, in a way of like trust your own judgment rather than what you think other people are gonna like.
Yeah.
And do what you enjoy more, because people are gonna like you doing stuff that you enjoy rather than anything else you're gonna do.
That's what I always say, because like I mean, you probably get the same all the time. Is that like people come in chat being like, oh, you know, what's like your tips to be a streamer? And I was like, just like honestly, just play what you want to play, be yourself, enjoy. Because like a lot of people play a character.
Always just go live. Literally, just like I've got to like it's just click go live, play what you want to play, have fun.
I think it's because they see so many like characters online, which is true, because there are a lot of content creators that are not at all how they are in person, or they just do, you know, what's the best, or they try to hang out with who's the biggest.
Yeah.
So it creates like a very false view for like viewers being like, I need to be the same, and I need to be like all like hyper and, you know, everything. I mean, obviously, like that's what I said about you yesterday, like to this random guy, that like, you know, you're the same as you are in person as you are online. I think I'm fairly the same. Obviously, we're a little bit more excitable to an extent, like, you know. But
I love how that's just like, because I have people come to me and they tell me that like what you like, oh, I mentioned you to like this random person, and it's like I love being that example. I think it's a good
yeah
like thing to have in a way of like being told that I'm the exact same person. You don't want to be the
flip side of the coin and be like, yeah, they are nothing.
This is way different. Yeah,
it's because I was speaking to someone that isn't in like the content creator world at all. Like they deal with like the marketing side of just like brands, and they were like, okay, well, how is it to be a content creator? It must be stressful, like there must be anxiety, like are you friends with a lot of people? And then I was like, well, TwitchCon usually sucks because it's like a giant high school, really.
Oh my god,
that everyone either ladder climbs or they're cliquey and hangs out with their own group. Like, you invited me to dinner, Ran invited me to dinner, absolute sweethearts. I obviously didn't come to be because Cheesecake Factory doesn't take reservations if you're watching.
We spent a goddamn hour trying to figure out Cheesecake Factory or anywhere to go for food with everybody, to the point that it ended up... Do you know what ended up happening that day?
What?
Everyone went their own things, and me and Gucky got Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you were in the room, yeah. And to be fair, Rand did text me being like, we are here if you want to get, like, Taco Bell with us. And I think I went to the zoo instead, to be quite honest. But
You did, yeah. Because that's the thing, when we were... Because we hung out... To be fair, we saw each other a lot during TwitchCon. And I think it is very much a thing, is if I'm with people, I think I do the thing where I'm like, I know nobody's gonna do this for me, so I'm gonna do it, and I'm like, okay, everyone, what we want to do? What do we want to do, guys? Come on, let's all do something together.
You're also very much a comfort person. Like, if you were in the lounge, I know I could walk up and go talk to you. Yeah. Whereas if it's other people, I know that like I might sit in the lounge, but I'm not gonna walk over and be like, hi, how are you?
I think it's also a thing. Is like, you know, if you don't come to me, I'm gonna come to you. Well, like, I'll come to you and I'll put my hand over you, or like I'll be like, hello.
I just think because like I'm afraid of like the awkward interaction. It's not me. I'm never ever the person being like, I'm too big to talk to you. But it's because I feel like some people are, especially like in that situation.
There were some people in the parliament that were, but
there like there'll be people that like know of you or know you, and that you've maybe interacted before in streams or like in the same circle or community, and sometimes they'll just don't know, like you'll walk past each other like you don't even know who they are because you're not in the in-group. And I was like, I feel like I'm in high school, and I think one of the days I left early because I had so much anxiety over it, because I'm like, I can't be here anymore. I was like, honestly, I finished high school. I'm not there anymore. I don't need to like deal with this.
I think what was like, I could hear my roommate screaming. I'm so sorry. They're playing modded Minecraft right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's it's the perfect way to put it. Is the idea of it's like school. We're in school again.
Well, I mean, you didn't even deal with any of the parties, but like...
Yeah, true. No, I didn't. Every night I was with myself.
Bad. I don't even think I said this to my chat.
I was told this, yeah. Like, go on.
Granted, like, I get they're exclusive to an extent, because, like, to be quite honest, you don't want it to be so many streamers that it's overly packed, or that, like, you don't know people, or to the point that you have fans where it's not, like, a comfortable environment. But, like, it was people jumping up and down in front of a door. It, like, didn't matter if you even had an invite. Even if you had an invite, like... If you weren't someone big enough, you wouldn't be able to get in. Like, there was one of them that they were doing, like, clout checks at the door. like when I say clout checks, I mean like bring up your social media. Are you verified? How many followers do you have? Yeah. Or like
it was the weird like
there was
I'm
people picking people out of a crowd, like being like, I want you. It's something like honestly like out of a movie. I was like, what is going on here?
I am so glad I was not old enough. Although I'm not gonna lie, probably would not have gone. I don't like parties in general. I'm
not
very
a big fan of them.
Do you know what I am? I am a wine drinking board game type person. Yes, like having like 6 people over, we play board games, we get tipsy, we have a good time.
I mean, I get the appeal for some people, like they want to have the experience, because like I think some people had like there was a singer there. I don't know if it was Travis Scott or someone else, but like, so I get it, like for the appeal of that, to be like, it's a cool experience, you know, I'm here in San Francisco, you know, I could say that I did it, but I'm also not a person that gets FOMO of anything. Like I get opposite FOMO. Like if I'm at a party, sometimes I'm like, I'd rather actually, I have FOMO of not being at home or playing, like being like with my genuine friends. Yeah. I don't think, to be honest, to me, it kind of turned off conventions for me.
No, I get that. I can completely see why. I mean, it is
like, besides for like, you know, the community and the viewers and obviously like, you know, the close friends, but like realistic. I can hear you. I'm saying like realistically, because I'm like, obviously I get to see you and things like that, but like realistic, if I wanted to, I just go down to Brighton and see you. Like I don't have to have an event where me and you are just.
That is so true.
Right? You're like.
I think what it is for me, events have become just like that thing of like, obviously it's the one place where I can see like everyone like watching my community, which is brilliant. And also I like obviously that last TwitchCon was my first ever panel, which was very cool.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It was my which was really funny because I had like a bunch of Twitch staff after talk to me and were like, that was like, for your first panel, that was brilliant.
Because
and I was like,
speak so well.
Well, that's
like you speak very, very well.
I had Tina pull me off and say that to me. Tina put her hand on my shoulder and was like, "You did amazing with that." And I'm like,
well, because some of us give like very short answers because we're like awkward or we're uncomfortable. So you kind of like speed run through the answer, but you give like a very like genuine, like well-spoken, like thorough answer. Yeah, but like also not even like an educated response. Whereas like sometimes you have like us, like, you know, Minecrafters where like we'll make a joke because we don't know how to respond to something.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, yeah. To be fair,
so you're like the more like actual like.
I think that's why they
emotional side to what. Probably really viewers want to hear. I think the contrast is good though. Yeah. Because
you need that on panels in a way of you need one person or two people that are like full blown and answer other people who are like because it gives people that chance, like obviously if somebody is watching it and someone's giving like short answers stuff like that is similar to like how they would respond. Yeah. It's very nice for that to be like, oh, like that's exactly like what I would have said, like that kind of way. They see themselves.
Well, that's why I knew as well that you'd be such an easy podcast episode because like there's some people where I come on like that like obviously I'm friends with all of them, but like I know that like they have a tendency to be like a bit more jokey or like shorter answers, which is fine because I do that sometimes as well.
My little ass.
But like I know that you're just so easy to talk to, whereas like sometimes it's like, okay, well, am I gonna have enough questions or is this gonna be like a natural flowing like conversation? Because like I never want it to feel like an interview. I kind of want it just to feel like it's a conversation that then just goes into like the next thing casually.
This just felt more like a stream. This is like not even a stream. It just felt more like a conversation. Yeah. Like I don't know how much. What's it? I don't know how. Well, how do you think this went? How do you think this went?
I think it went very well.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And I didn't even have a co-host. Sometimes like if there's an episode and I know I don't have a co-host, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, this is gonna be a struggle. Not because of the person, just because I'm like, I don't know what to ask. Because I don't want it to feel like I'm being like, like. So
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think we just get on anyway. I think we're very good. I think it's because in a way, I think because correct me if I'm wrong, but our first time talking wasn't on a stream. It was in person, like properly. Yeah, no, it wasn't like we haven't called before that. Like, no. So we first spoke. We had that basis of like an actual friendship in real life. Yeah. And then obviously now we're actually doing like stream. This is our first stream together.
I think so. I think that's what I'm saying. I think we've actually, me and you have always interacted more in person than
and I think that's why we are the way we are. I think that's why we can talk and we just speak and we just kind of like we just go for it because we already have that relationship. So it's like, I don't know, a lot easier. But.
Well, to wrap up this episode, it's been a great one. What would you what goal or what would you tell yourself for 2023 Aimsey to look back on?
Look back on?
Yeah.
Don't worry so much.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay.
All right, and then we get to 2023 and you'll be like, See?
I'll be like, God damn, Aimsey, you're so true.
Or you'll be like, fuck, Aimsey, it's got so much
You
worse.
idiot! Yeah. Can you imagine I text you in like 9 months? I'm like, I was wrong. I have no context, just I was so wrong. Jesus Christ! Right, this has been so fun.
Well, thank you so much for being on. You're actually one of the episodes that I've had the guest on the longest, because usually I was like, okay, I'll let you free earlier, because I could tell that like I'm running out of things to say, or like that I'm okay, they want to be released into the wild now, which is understandable.
I'll do if you can't find, if someone like drops out like last minute, I'll do another one. You can do it. So if you need me for anything, I'll come back on. This is very, very fun.
Well,
I got this rap from the minute I came on. No,
why didn't you eat?
Because I wanted to talk. I like talking to you.
Oh, you could have ate it before. I would have been like, that's.
No, because I came on straight away and I wanted to talk to you. So I
thank you for taking the time, lovely. I'm excited for all your projects. Let me know when they happen. I'll promote them, of course.
I will do. I love you. 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 Bye.